I've been traveling for 100 days on horseback, all to answer a question. Just how far can we go? Being a horseman, I saw the struggles of America's wild Mustangs, and a dream was born to let everyone know about their dire circumstances by doing one of the wildest things I could think of. A ride that will span more than 7,000 miles. A decade of learning, training, and growing has prepared me for this. As I've gone, I've seen some incredible places, met a bunch of amazingly generous people, eaten great food, and have made a bond with 3 Mustangs that runs as deep as my bones. But the journey's not over yet.
All right, Happy New Year. It is New Year's Day, and it is also day 100 of this trip, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, we are in Noble County, Oklahoma, headed east 20 miles today. And we've got a place to stay, we've got some corrals to camp next to, and my man Thad Thompson is taking the load for us, so those two have an easy day. Huge thanks also to Alice and Ron Dwyer, who I stayed with the last 2 nights and had a good time with. Went out to do a little bit of New Year's partying with some neighbors. So Alice was telling me all about this land, this region of Oklahoma, and it's called what's known as the Cherokee Strip. And one of the big things it's known for back in the day was, well, back when the Oklahoma land rushes were going on, this was one of the biggest tracks that they had sected off. So all of these settlers would start over on the Kansas side, and they'd race down to stake their claim on a piece of land. And there was a couple of those here in northern and eastern Oklahoma in the late 1800s. From about Woodward to here is the Cherokee Strip. We're about to go on to land that is technically still land was occupied by the Oto Missouri tribes. So that's mostly what we're going to be passing through today. Just going under a little highway here. There's Sooner Lake. I was asking Alice and Ron what a Sooner was, like the Oklahoma Sooners. And they said back in that same land rush I was talking about, there were these guys who would go out before the race would start, and they'd just camp out and act like they'd gone out when the other people had, the other settlers. And they would have just been there before the gun went off, basically, to stake their claim, and it was technically illegal to do. So you could get arrested for it back then for being a Sooner. Yeah, we're getting into the land of big wide rivers and lakes. Good old South. Okay, we are crossing into the Pawnee Nation. Okay guys, we are in Pawnee County, Oklahoma, and we've got a little bit of a longer day, 23 miles, but Sean, the lady I'm going to stay with tonight, she came by and picked up the load for me this morning, so those guys got another break day. Yeah, we got some rolling hills all day long. It's up a little, down a little, up a little, down a little. And it really flattens out here. More and more wooded too. Anyways guys, last night I stayed with John Eslick over on his ranch and camped out next to his pens there, and huge thanks to him for letting me stay. Also big thanks to the Thompson family. Thad and Sandra Thompson have been helping me track down people to stay with the last couple of days, and they've been a huge help. I had dinner with their family last night just up the road here, and yep, they've been fantastic, so huge thanks to them. Hey guys, I am currently camped with the horses in Blackburn, Oklahoma, thanks to Sean here. She's been nice enough to let me stay for the day.
Howdy.
She's also taking me in here to Tulsa to get some new boots. I ripped the side out of my old ones for the day. I've been wearing my insulated boots here for a bit, so we're going to a little saddle shop here to look for some new ones. All right, guys, just got back from shopping in Tulsa today. Got some new kicks, so yeah, gonna be nice and tenderfoot for the next couple of days, but that's all right. Had a nice good rest day for the horses, and we'll be getting back on the road tomorrow. Got some Dr. Pepper ready. No, you don't. All right, guys, so I'm here with Sean's neighbor Billy, and she's taking me to see this church that's over 100 years old called the Cornerstone, and there's the date on it, 1904. Yeah, so we're gonna go look inside.
We'll go inside.
Just right here then.
And you can take all the pictures you want.
Cool.
I hope that's it. Yeah, I believe it is. It's kind of stuck.
Okay.
Okay. You can ring the bell.
Oh, cool. There's an old rope bell.
Stuff may fall out, but I don't think it will.
Gotcha. All right, guys, we're pulling it.
You gotta really get after it.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I can check that off my bucket list. I've never done that. That's cool.
Really? See, that's for everybody. And I wish I'd have found out. When you're young, you don't think anything about history and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And when you get older, you wish you'd have paid
Right.
attention.
And you've gone here your whole life?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. What's the story with the bell again? Would you mind retelling it?
No, I don't mind. There's a deal here that tells, but shortly after the birth of the 20th century, two gentlemen of the Blackburn community disagreed concerning who had the fastest horse. To resolve the issue at question, the two animals were given an opportunity to vindicate their owner's confidence. The men agreed upon a place, the street that runs north and south east of the Methodist Church in Blackburn, reasoning a horse race without monetary stimuli can be boring. A sizable sum was spread upon. One of the men, Mr. Kelly, had a devout Methodist wife who was asked to hold the purse. She agreed, and the race was run, but Mrs. Kelly wouldn't give the money to either man. She considered it the redeemed money and used it to buy the bell for the Methodist Church, the bell that every Sunday morning since about 1904 has called the faithful to worship. Who won the race? The only winner we are certain of is the Methodist Church. No doubt Mrs. Kelly worked hard at suppressing a smug smile each time it rung, and the two men probably shook their heads in disbelief. Perhaps they still do. And then we built the deal out there for the sign in her honor.
Okay.
Later on.
Wow.
And a guy from Tulsa used to just come and sit and look at this. And we've got pictures of it. And when you look through the door, you can see right down into the cellar. So you can see
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I told him he'll have a bedroom for summer and one for winter when he gets it all done. But it's really neat.
Wow.
Really neat. Time he gets
And
it.
who built it, did you say?
Well, I don't know who built it, but my great-grandma and grandpa lived there when I was a baby. That's 84 years ago.
Wow.
And I don't know who built it, but then the people that lived there when electric went through Blackburn, and here's where I had the station for about 50 years. And my husband bought fur, and we raised watermelons, and they come from lots of states to get watermelons.
Wow.
Lots of other states.
Well, guys, we had some rain last night, and as you can see, we had a little bit of a mud bath, and that's not even as bad as it was. Not even close. before I brushed and saddled. So yeah, we're getting out kind of slow today thanks to this, but alright guys, we are leaving the town of Blackburn this morning, and this is our crossing over the Arkansas River. I think other than the Columbia, this is the biggest, widest river I've ever seen in my life. Well guys, after that crossing, we've officially passed into the Osage Nation. The Osage is the biggest tribe continuing on today in Oklahoma. We have ridden into an entirely different environment. Okay, there's Hominy Lake. We're about to come into the town of Hominy. There grows great blue heron. Cool thing about great blue herons, the focus of their vision is straight below them. So they can be looking straight ahead, at least or so it appears to us, but they might actually be looking at a fish right below them by their feet. Passed through Hominy, Oklahoma. There's Skiatook Lake. It's pretty low down here in January. Go over this little part of it. This branch just happens to be called Wild Horse Creek. That's you guys. Thad Thompson gave me these T-bone steaks, so that's going to be dinner tonight. I'm staying in the garage of Jim Perrier. Got a nice wood burning stove. Horses are in a corral right out there. Yeah, this is pretty dang nice. That is a big old lake. Yeah, guys, this Skiatook Lake is massive. Go look her up. Branches all around through a lot of these hills here. I had to go over it because it would have taken me half a day to go around it on either side. Well, guys, it is Saturday. Last day of the week, we're headed down to Skiatook. We've got a barnette to stay. Last night I stayed with Jim and Lynn Perrier, so huge thanks to them for setting me up. That was fantastic, and for their help getting me on the road. So yeah, unfortunately we're on this highway all day, but not for too long. Okay, it is the end of week 15. I am in Skiatook, Oklahoma, and thanks to Gerald Freeman for letting me camp in this barn and letting the horses have a day off here. We had a super good week, thanks to everyone who has been helping out with places to stay. And I'm super excited for the upcoming week because it is our last week in Oklahoma and we'll be crossing into Arkansas. So looking forward to that, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Can't wait to see you in the next one. Until then, adios.